As we told you, Governor Reynolds is headed down to the U.S. border tomorrow, and our Dave Price is already there. He joins us live from, I assume it's Mission, Texas. Dave, you got down there pretty quickly. Looks like you're literally at the border. What can you tell us?
We're just a little bit away from the border. We moved from Mission, we drove through Mission, and now we're in Hidalgo. And as you can tell, very, very busy time of day here. It's been a steady stream of cars here and people for the last half hour or so since we arrived. So this is the McAllen-Hidalgo International Bridge. So this is where people will then cross to go back into Mexico. And at this time of day, you're seeing people who have finished working over here and are going back home, or those who come across to go to school and then are going back home. So where we are, where this woman is about to turn here, this is kind of a drop-off point where you'll see a lot of kids and adults get out of here. Well, they will then cross over through that bridge, Dan, to make their way back to Mexico. For tomorrow's event with Governor Reynolds, we will be in nearby Mission.
Yeah, it's interesting, Dave, because, you know, we hear about border security, walls, rivers, and we don't often think about the whole ecosystem down there that depends on people being able to go back and forth.
For sure, and this is not what you see in the national news or in the cable talk shows. You don't see this aspect of it. Obviously, this is where the bulk of the travel back and forth will go. The legal transportation back and forth here. Now, tomorrow's event, when Governor Reynolds is here along with 9 other governors from across the country, all Republicans, and they all here are gathering because of Texas's Governor Greg Abbott, who has made border security a central part of his summer efforts, frankly, and put out what is essentially an SOS to Republican governors, and to all governors really, but especially to Republican governors, saying that the federal government under the Biden administration is not doing enough to stop those who are coming across illegally. And so he has asked other states to step in to try to help him secure. So his legislature just recently approved $3 billion for some of these security efforts on the southern part of the border here. Tomorrow, Governor Reynolds will take part in this news conference at noon with these other governors, led by Governor Abbott of Texas, and then we'll tour the area to get an idea about what it is like here on a day-to-day basis, Dan.
Dave, you've mentioned Governor Abbott from Texas, obviously hosting this contingency. We know there are probably some people with some national political aspirations among this group. Do you have the whole list of the 9 governors?
I do. I don't have them memorized, but South Dakota's Governor Kristi Noem would be one of those that has been speculated. I was told this afternoon she is no longer coming because the original list was 11 people. Now it's been whittled down to 10. Governor Noem in South Dakota has been dealing with some other things, an alleged affair, some questions about her daughter getting a license in that state, so she's been dealing with that. I haven't heard the official reason why she's not coming here. Governor Abbott might be one of those to keep an eye on to see how he's handling this, and does he have any kind of national aspirations. On the list, we were checking to see if Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis was on there, and the last list I saw does not include him. Now, his family dealing with a health emergency as his wife is recently diagnosed with breast cancer, so perhaps that's the reason he's not here, I'm not sure. But he was not on the final list that I was looking at. So Governor Abbott might be perhaps the name to watch if anybody may be trying to make a national name for himself.
Political Director Dave Price at the U.S.-Mexico border. Thanks so much for that report. We're going to look forward to learning much more from you tomorrow. Thanks so much, Dave.